What is going on? The world of YouTube yet again, here with you now with another review. And now I am not alone this time like I was in level 7, because now I have my father!
Hey, what's up everyone? How you doing?
So right now what we're doing is we're doing a review on one of his also, favorite games, Rise of the Zombies.
The best.
Rise of the Zombies, a game made by Dan Verson, DVG, Dan Verson Games. And let me tell you, this is a fun one. This is a crazy one. It's a card game, as you can see. You work with cards. You're not working with miniatures like Zombicide or stand-ups like level 7. You're just playing simple cards. And the one thing that I really like about this game is the attention to detail. The way they kind of went with the artwork, which is really cool, is they kind of used a sketch. Sorry for the brightness. We have a sunroof here, so it's kind of lighting up. But yeah, they kind of did it in a sketch form. He's got the private house right there. It's all a sketch, so it kind of looks like it came right out of a comic book, which is really, really cool.
That's cool.
So kind of like the way you play this game, you start at the safe house, which is this right here, and then you got to get to the rescue helicopter.
That's right.
Rescue helicopter is the 8th location that you have to get to. So how do you play locations? Well, right here down in the middle, I don't know if you guys can see that. No, you cannot. But the way we have it set up here, move this down just a tad bit, is that you play location cards. So if you have a location card, you place it down, move your character in. But it's not that simple, because once you move in, you got to spawn the location with zombies. And this game comes with plenty different zombies, from strong to weak to the crazies to whatever. And each zombie has their own traits, their own characters, fast, groups. They have their own special abilities like attracting, which we don't like.
Bring others in.
Or our favorite, the blockers.
The blockers.
Which
don't let you go past them.
They don't let you go past them. So if you have a location, you can't move past them. And the only way you can also follow the person in, so let's say if my father, who has the character of the scout, let's say if he was to move in while I'm stuck in the safe house, all that goes on, I have to play a card, which I actually don't have. I didn't deal myself, but he does. This is a co-op game, so you work together. There's 2 symbols, an attack symbol and a follow-in symbol. If you have the person running on the card, that's a follow-in. So I have to discard it to follow him in. So many rules and so many crazies. My biggest suggestion to you guys is watch the video. Dan Verson had him and his family, his son Kevin, his wife Holly, they all played this game. They kind of give you the turnaround. There are times that my dad and I will watch the video and be like, we messed up. We messed up.
Yeah.
We gotta fix ourselves.
Oh yeah.
So all in all, we're gonna go with what we feel about the game. I'm gonna let my dad go first to explain to you his experience with the game, why he likes it, and what makes it stand out to him so much as a great game.
Well, at first, I didn't want to. I'm not much of a card player or a board game player. But then I noticed when he was playing the game, it looked pretty interesting. But once again, like he said, all the designs, all the different characters and everything that's going on in the game. So I said, why not? Let me try it. And believe you me, once I started trying it, it's a very, very interesting game. I really enjoyed it a lot. I enjoy the fact that because it doesn't have the things that the other games have, like what did you mention, that the little pieces,
Miniatures?
the little miniatures that the other game has. What it causes you to do is it causes you to have an imagination, and that's one of the most interesting and most fun part of the game, is that you have to use your imagination to sort of see what's going on. And so I've always been that type of person that I like to use my imagination. I like to see things in my mind before I even do anything. So this game has allowed me that opportunity to be able to see, okay, this is what's happening, this is what's going on, this is what might happen now. I have to think ahead of time to see what I have in my handset over here in my hand, okay, to know what I'm going to do next. And do I have to either discard them or use them or not use them, use the cards? So you have to constantly be thinking about what's going to happen next and what these
With the outcome.
and actually what these knuckleheads, these zombies, are planning to do next to finish us off. So that's what I like about the game. It has that challenge with what am I going to do. It has that challenge with your imagination. Okay, you see what's happening, you look at what's happening here, and then you imagine things. And it's all in the mind, So it's kind of like a mind game, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I like.
What's funny too is that sometimes we'll be yelling at each other. I think I do mainly more of the yelling at him than he does to me because he's still learning. But we're both learning at the same time. But there'll be a moment where he's discarding a card to get like a location or a better weapon or stuff like that. And I'll be like, why would you discard that card? You can use it to save me, or you can use it to save yourself. What are you doing?
Right.
So it's like, and sometimes we'll have to strategize and be like, okay, well, if we use this here, we got to understand why we're using it, or why should we discard it. So it's like, it's a complete cooperative game. It's like Zombicide, where Zombicide is a complete cooperative game. You're working together to survive together. You're working for one time. So let's say if I have a card that I think can help him out. All right, Dad, take this card. Play it. It's going to help you. Now, what's even crazier is if we want to play the cards or hand the card off to him, he's got to be in the same location as me, or I have to be in the same location as him. Right. So if he moves forward, I'd be like, wait, Dad, you need this. I can't give it to him because I'm not in his location. Let's say if he wanted to heal me, he had something like a first aid kit, or in this game, we also have beef jerky to heal the survivors. Have to be in the same location. Right. One time he moved in, he purchased the beef jerky. I wasn't in the same location. I was the one with the wounds. He wanted to help me, but he couldn't. So it's crazy. And what's also really cool about the game is that as you kill zombies, you gain experience points. So let's say, for example, a zombie, like the zombies we have up here, one's worth 2, one's worth 1, so that's 3 experience points that you can gain. Now, my dad just pulled up a zombie card that he has in his possession. You can either use the zombie card, which his zombie card here, Frank, has a point. I don't know if you can see that.
1.
Has 1 point. So either he can hold on to this card, or he can discard the card and keep these little green tokens. And what are these tokens or cards used for? Well, in the game itself, you get certain weapons, skills, items. I'm just pulling out some examples here. So I pulled out an item, a weapon, and a skill. One being this weapon right here, weapon card. As you can tell on the top corner of it, there's a number 3. That consists of it being worth 3 points. I have an item here, which is the leather jacket. On top of that is, you see a 2. It's worth the 2 points.
I like the skill right here. This is one of my favorites right here.
Slayer. Slayer is worth 2 points. Now, why is it your favorite?
It's my favorite because you can add 1 to your attack rolls. And if you have a card like this, and you get a 6,
like this, which is being the shotgun.
Yeah, and you get a 6 there, and you can add 1 to that 6, which will give you a 7, and it'll give you a higher attack number. But there's another card which I like very, very much. No, not yet, not that one yet. That I like very, very much. That it says if you get a 7, right? Let's say you roll a 6, but you get a 7. Now you have this card, and you get the extra. The 7 automatically kills the zombie.
Oh, like having like a yeah. Do I have that?
And that's the one. I love that one.
Because it's automatic kill.
So that's nice about this card, that you can get an automatic kill no matter what. Okay, and then I'll show them the No Remorse, which is great.
His favorite, No Remorse. Thanks, Dan Verson. No Remorse.
No Remorse.
Which, when you attack, you get 1 free attack. So once you roll the dice, and I'm going to show you the rolls and the wounds, which is what he was talking about, so you guys don't get confused. Once you roll, that's it, you're done. However, I have 2 cards in my possession. I have the machete, and I have the crossbow. Let's say if I wanted to use the machete again, the only way I can attack freely again is if I have any card with that little gun right there. That's an attack symbol. I mentioned that before. Attack and following symbols. If you discard a card with that symbol, you get another free attack. But what my dad is saying about this No Remorse card that I just showed you is that this card gives you an extra free attack. So you attack once, and then you get that free one. So you get 2 free attacks, which is awesome.
Right. That's awesome.
Now, what my father was talking about with rolling the 6, the 7 to how many wounds or killing, I'm about to show you that right now. Let me actually come up to the camera. Pop, make sure you can see the numbers and everything in the screen for me.
Yes, a little lower. There we go.
All right, so if you see here, right here you have roll, and they give you the numbers regarding what that certain number that you rolled will do. Here are wounds. That's how many attacks that would be put onto the zombie. So like he was saying, if he had a 6, but he had the Slayer card, which gave him an automatic 1, if he had a 7 with the machete, that's an automatic kill.
An automatic
if
kill.
he had, yeah, that's the one. If he had a 7 with the shotgun, that's 3 wounds.
3 wounds. Put
On that zombie.
Right.
And how are wounds counted? You get these red, the red tokens, which counts as wounds. And zombies, they have their own. They even have their own rolls and wounds. Pop, just make sure the numbers are visible.
Yes.
Okay, they even have their own rolls and wounds. So you basically roll for yourself and roll for the zombies. So all in all, this game is great. This game is phenomenal, and what makes the game very challenging and strategic-wise is the fact that you're also... We kind of made it sound easy for you guys, but there's a bit of a twist. You have a timer. And with the time, in the rule book, when you guys read the rule book, there are certain times. You have the introductory... You have introductory, standard, expert, and insane levels. My father and I have worked up to expert, so like we play a 1 or 2 player game. Introductory is 75 minutes you'd be playing. Standard would be 55 minutes you'd be playing. Expert is 45 minutes you'd play. And insane is 40 minutes that you'd play. And pretty much what that means is you have that much amount of time to get to the rescue helicopter. Once you run out of time, if you run out of time while you're playing, the helicopter takes off.
You're done.
And you're done. So we try to beat the clock. So no, it's not an easy game. Because you got time going against you. So they're not just the zombies, but you have time now.
And I don't like being zombie food.
We don't like being zombie food. Mm-hmm. And we don't like leaving each other behind.
A little hungry.
First game he left me behind. It's pretty messed up.
Sorry.
Pretty messed up. But that's it, guys. That's Dan vs. Games, Rise of the Zombies. If you could find this game in your local gaming store, I suggest go pick it up.
Do it.
This is a game he loves. I'm actually teaching him level 7 right now, but he loves this game, which is fine, which is great. So I like to give, every time at the end of the video, I kind of do what miniature, D&E, sorry, D&E, miniature and board games like to do, and they kind of do like little ratings at the end, but they rate certain things, like what they feel. I like to rate the game as a whole.
Okay.
That's just me. What would you rate this game? 1 out of 5. What would you rate?
5? I go all the way 5. I go all the way 5. I mean, for a game to actually keep my attention, and I want to keep playing, and when I lose, I'll turn around and say, no, we got to play another one. In other words, you don't want to give up. You want to keep going at it. You want to keep going until you get that win. And just like the other day, I was telling him we did the 45-minute, which was not insane.
Expert.
At the expert, right? And I just loved it because I still had like 5 minutes left after doing the. And then I turned around and I'm like, wait, now we got to do the insane. And he's like, well,
they got windy, guys. I'm sorry.
He turns around that you always get you're getting too zealous. And that's our favorite word, by the way, zealous. And so I got zealous all of a sudden. I'm like, wait a minute, we still have 5 minutes left. We're going into the insane. We're going into the insane. And he's like, I don't know about that. I'm like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Unfortunately, the last 2 times we did lose, right?
We died. We didn't even make it past 40.
We died the last 2 times, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna give up because I'm gonna get these little son of a guns. And so that's what I like about the game. It keeps you intrigued, keeps your mind going, keeps you, like I said, imagination, and you never a boring moment. Never a boring moment with this game. You just want to keep going and going and going until you reach that rescue helicopter.
I would say that's why it would definitely be a 5, because the ways that you just work together as a team is insane. The things that you need to help each other out is crazy, and you got to have that mentality too. And it drives us up the wall because we're like, I don't think we're gonna make it. We're not gonna make it to the rescue helicopter. Right? So it's almost like you're in your own movie. It's almost like you're in your own TV show where you got that one survivor. We're not gonna make it. We can't do this. But at the end, like one time I said, Dad, we're not gonna make it. We were playing 45 minutes. We're not gonna, and it was our first time, so I'm nervous. He's like, whatever, and I'm just like, we're not gonna make it. We survived with 5 minutes left on the clock.
That's the game.
That's how close it was. So it keeps you at the edge of your seat. It keeps you guessing, it keeps you thinking, and it keeps you trusting. You have to trust the instinct of the person you're working with. If you don't, forget about it. You're just gonna doubt them, and that's it.
Sorry, guys, the zombie dog back there is
it's the pack.
Yeah, the pack is back there.
We have the pack. There's a group of dogs in the zombie stack called the pack.
One more thing that I wanted to say is, remember, it's a co-op game. If you're gonna get the game, be very helpful with one another, because helping one another is what's gonna get you to the rescue helicopter. Okay, so that's important, to help each other in the game. I mean, if you want to win, that's the best thing. Do it unified together. All right. So am I right about that?
That's right. Yeah. Even though they unify against us sometimes when that.
Oh, you mean the zombies? Yeah.
When the zombies get to the, because when you go through certain stages of locations, let's say like right now we're at the 4th location. You need 4 points of zombies. So you can get zombies with 0 points, and like the points that I showed you before that are experience, they're also the points that you put down as, put down to spawn as well. Mm-hmm. So they can come out to be 7 zombies, 8 zombies. Sometimes you'll get lucky, you'll get 2 zombies. But sometimes their health points can be a little crazy. And again, I'm not going to go too into like tutorials or whatnot with this review, because again, Dan Verson, if you're interested in getting the game, you want to learn how to play it, him and his family did such an amazing job playing the game, explaining it, and it's like you're getting the tutorial and a playthrough at the same time, and then you get to see how much working as a team really is important.
Yes.
So that's why I'm not even going to go through with a tutorial explaining to you how it goes. We're just going to kind of give the whole overview on how the game is played, what we think about it, how we see things, how we view it, what you have to do to get to certain things. But if you really want the full-on experience of a tutorial, go watch Dan Verson Games. I'll put the link of his channel on the description, or just type in Rise of the Zombies tutorial, and then there'll be a video of him playing it, part 1. Then there's a second video and a third video, and that's all you got to do.
Now, are you finished? Because I just wanted to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
If you're gonna almost to the end of this video,
we're here.
Here we go. Get the game. You won't regret it. Excellent game. Get the game.
Rise of the Zombies.
Cool.
By Dan Verson Games.